Here, Vine was sitting in her bedroom thinking about the incident that took place just few hours ago. Vine thought, didn't I got a bit over? No, I didn't. He and his car deserved it. After all, I had bought my car with lots of efforts, and he spoiled. Son of rich man, he think that it was simple thing. He didn't even apologize. Yes, he and his car deserved it. After saying that, she smirked. Just as she was in her thoughts, her phone rang. She saw the caller ID and it was her brother Jen. Without thinking twice, she picked up the call. Van, yes, I'm Jen. Hey, I have called you to let you know that my close friend is coming today on the dinner in our house. Van. Okay, so Jen, idiot, you also have to join us. It's been a long since we had dinner together. No, Hank, I'm not coming, and you know the reason, Jen. Listen, I've already talked to Dad, and he is okay now, so you should join us for dinner at 8, okay? I will be waiting for you. After thinking for a minute, she replied, okay, I will be there. Jen, that's my sus. Bye. Wine by. After saying that, she hung up the call and lost in her thoughts again about her dad. That why don't you understand her? Why he always tried to drag her in that mafia business? Her brother is handling the business perfectly, then why she? She shrugged her thoughts and looked at the time and she decided to go and get ready for the dinner. But little did she know that the one she didn't expect it will be there. And here at JK's mansion, he was all ready to leave for dinner with his friend and family. He came out of his house and went towards his car, which he decided to try today for the dinner. Well, definitely not that one. JK reached towards the car and said to his guard, we have to leave for dinner now. Take few guards, rest will be here. Kate. Yes, King. And just like that, they left for the dinner. Hermione had already came before time and was sitting with her mom and brother. Everything till now was okay for her because no one talked about business. They were having a pleasant family time together. Her dad was also okay with her. He didn't talk and forced her about mafia stuff. She was here in the living room sitting with her brother and mother. Mrs. Kim, yeah, it's not like that I miss you both equally. Jen, I doubt that you always talk about her that how much you miss her. Why, and that's not true. She always talk about you whenever we talk on call. Three of them were having family time when suddenly a guard came inside and said, sir, the guest has arrived. Jen, okay, I will go and receive him. Mrs. Kim and Vine nodded, and just then Mr. Kim also arrived. Just as Jen left, Vine and other also went towards the door to welcome his friend, and then after a few minutes, Jen came back with his friend, and that's when Vine looked towards his friend. Her world got stopped by looking at him. Because he was none other than the king of the dark world, JK. And just then both of their eyes met with each other. Both of them were staring each other. JK's thought as I had reached here, I saw that Jinhan came out of the house to receive me. We both hugged each other. Jen, finally you came on time, JK. I'm always on time, Jen. Yeah, let's go. Everyone is inside. JK nodded and they both head inside the house. Just as I reached inside, I saw that Mr. and Mrs. Kim were there. Well, I am aware of them as Mr. Kim was the former mafia leader, but now Jin Hang is handling his business. And just then my eyes met the girl whom I never expected to be here. What was she doing here? Well, after a few minutes, my mind twisted, and I understand that now she is the daughter of Kim and sister of Hang. I thought to myself and smirked at her, which was unnoticed by others. Ryan thought, what the is he doing here? Wait, he is that friend, and he is thinking about whom my family that always talk. But he has a bad anger issue. He always kill but me. And why the is he smirking? Wait, is he planning something? I was in my thoughts when Jin Hang shake my shoulder. Jin, Wine, while shaking Wine. Yes, yes, Jin, where were you lost? Wine, nothing, Hang. I'm fine. Jin, okay, meet JK, my friend. JK moved his hand towards mine. JK, hello, nice to meet you. He said while slightly smirking, and Vine glared at him and his hand. Vine, nice to meet you too. She took his hand and shaken just was about to take her hand back when suddenly JK pulled her hand tightly. And pressed his lips at the back of her hand. Others were admiring him as a gentleman, but Vine, she was getting uncomfortable, and after that he left her hand and again slightly smirked. But his smirk turned into an anger because Vine wiped her hands off where he kissed. JK thought to himself, soon you will be begging to get my attention, and at that time you will never ignore or feel disgust about my touch. You will never repeat your this attitude, and I will make sure of it. Mrs. Kim, come, let move towards dining. Dinner is ready. They all nodded and went towards the dining. They all sat at the dining table. JK and Vine were sitting facing each other. Vine was glaring at him, and JK was having a smirk on his. They all were having a dinner peacefully. JK, Jin, and Mr. Kim were talking about all mafia stuff, and here Vine was eating silently. Mr. Kim, I heard you had found a culprit in your gang. JK nodded. JK, yes, I had found one. Jim, so now what action did you take? Jin and Mr. Kim knew the answer of JK, but still they wanted to listen from him, and that's why all attention was on him, including Vine's. JK looked toward Vine and smirked and said, well, simple, I killed him. He said with no regrets, and here Vine was feeling disgusting. JK, he is where he should be. He knew messing with me, he was calling his death. He said all this while looking at wine, and then he took a sip of his wine like all these things were so easy for him. Mr. Kim started laughing and Jen chuckled. Vine decided to confront him, and JK was waiting for that. Vine, well, you could have done it better. JK smirked. He knew Vine meant by that as he had already knew her hate towards Mafia, but he played along. JK, yeah, you are right. I could have done better. like slitting his throat or more like torturing him, he said by looking at her, and here she felt more disgust with him. Why no, you could have forgiven him a chance. You could have let him live. She said all that defending that culprit. JK smirked and chuckled. JK, this is a mafia word. Sorry, chance, regret, option, all these words doesn't belong here. Mr. Kim nodded while agreeing to him. Fine, yes, how can I forget? And what can this world can express from mafias like you? She split all these on his face, but that smirk didn't disappear, and there she knew he was enjoying all this. Only she knew how much he wanted to wipe that smirk from his face. JK, yes, never dare to expect anything from mafias and especially from me, as I am more cruel than anyone. Well, I don't mean it, but people say all this about me. And you, what's the best part is I enjoy being called like that. Tension was rising between them, and somehow Jin was the one sensing it. Jin, okay, enough of this mafia thing, let's talk something new. Mr. Kim, yes, JK, my daughter will never understand this mafia world. I have asked her a lot to get into all these things, but she She never agreed with me, and here we go again. The thing she never wanted to start starts here. Jen rolled his eyes and Ryan gritted her teeth. JK, well, you should be. After all, you can't change the fact that you belong from a mafia family. Ryan had enough all this. Jen was about to say something, but Ryan, yes, I know I belong to this shit, but I am not interested in all that drama, and I am proud of myself being a doctor because we are the one who handle all those mess which is created by you people. We save those people whom you and your those minions left on the road for dying. And lastly, uncomfortably, we also have to save you guys sometimes, knowing that you will again rise up and will end up killing someone else. And there everyone was left speechless. Mr. Kim, why do you know to whom you are talking like that? When I know clearly, and trust me, I don't regret a single bit. By saying that she left the place, Mr. Kim, JK, I'm sorry on behalf of her. JK, you don't have to say anything, Mr. Kim. Trust me, it didn't affected me 1%. She doesn't know to whom we deal with and what we do. She is not at fault. She thinks just like the other think about us. Mr. Kim nodded. He knew JK understood everything. JK took his leave and thanked him for the dinner. He bid his goodbye to them and left the place. JK came outside and said, give me the car keys and you all leave. Kate, but King. JK glared at him and it was enough for him to shut his mouth. Kate handed him the car keys and JK left from there. Here, Vine was laying on her bed. She was completely satisfied for what happened at the dinner. Vine, what does he think of himself? I am going to let him know he is nothing in front of. Vine, if he thinks I will surrender to him like that, well, he is wrong. Neither I am going to get involved in that mafia business, and neither I am going to listen to this. Little did she knew someone was standing in front of her house. Yes, the king was there looking at her house at the window. His condition was all messed up. He was standing leaning at the bonnet of the car, sleeves were rolled, collar buttons were open, and he was drinking wine while holding the bottle, but he was sober. It's okay. Enjoy as much as you want, live as much as you want, celebrate your today's success as much as you want, but soon you will surrender yourself to me. You think you won, you win because I let you win. But trust me, soon tables will turn and you will surrender. Surrender to me by yourself. I will make sure of it. Subscribe for next